Has an imposing physique, to tell you the truth.
No, but you know, it's extremely deceptive, as we have learned many times in the past here on Prism.
Well, even with Papa.
Yeah.
You know, Papa doesn't have that. There's nothing imposing about his physique, but he knows how to use what he has to optimum ability. Whereas McQueen, in that fight we saw between Papa and McQueen's got a better looking body, but he doesn't know how to use what God gave him.
This is the first of several 10-round bouts tonight. Jolton Jeff Chandler out of South Philadelphia against Justo Garcia from Mexico City. One thing about Garcia, of his 25 pro wins, 24 of them by knockouts, Jack. That's not a typo. I looked 3 different places.
Yeah.
He has not really been having a superb beginning of the season or end of the year. In fact, he's lost 2 out of his last 3 bouts.
But he doesn't usually fight cream puffs.
Fought Jose Torres for the Mexican featherweight title.
He's a slower starter than a lot of Mexican fighters that I've seen. Of course, he's giving Chandler the respect that Chandler obviously deserves.
Well, we know Jeff is an extremely quick fighter. Has the reach over Justo.
Justo's got good classic stand-up form, doesn't he?
Keeps his glove in good superposition. Ducked under a left that time.
Ducked under a sweeping left and came in with a short left hook to the body as a counter. He even took a look at Chandler's corner to see what they were telling him. 2 good shots to the body there.
I think in this fight it will obviously be a Justo counter-punching. And Chandler snuck in a snapping left. Combination by Chandler, just whistled wide. Just a couple of seconds to go here in round 1. You know, Jack, this is something that I wanted to talk to you about. A fight can be decided by 1 round, okay? The first round is usually, you know...
Same thing. Neither one of them got into the 3rd minute. Patterson made mistakes. He had speed. He could have done a little bit more than he did, but it was inevitable that he'd be knocked out in both fights. But first round is a round for caution and observation.
Okay, we'll get into that at the end of round 2, and a pro football analogy I want to get into as well. I love it when you don't have a lot of folks here. You get a lot of seconds, guys hollering in the back with combination, combination, man, combination.
You want to go to the fights in Belfast. Oh, geez, they are the funniest. Royal Ulster Hall in Belfast. The things that they yell out to the fighters. Look, you know, I've seen fighters actually break up in laughter in the middle of a round. Good overhand right there.
Stop.
Chandler trying to get off, but certainly superb ability by Justo Garcia to duck under and then as well try and counter.
Good reflexes.
a minute to go in round 2. Well, no question about this. This is Jeff Chandler's toughest test as a pro,
yeah.
Jack.
Yeah, Russell didn't give them any gift on this.
No way.
This is a graduation fight.
Got a good left off there, Jack. Snap one under the chin of Garcia.
Well, the only difference in this fight in Chandler's favor so far has been his reach.
Jack, we talked about that. One of the few guys, young fighters, that has the reach, that uses it in every single bout. You know, we see guys, you know, have 3-4 inch reach, and they start to duck it down. They equalize. End of round 2. Okay, you know, you covered the Eagles for a long time. Did the Eagles a couple of years, and you talk about, you know, a pro football approach. You give, you know, you take what they give you.
Take what the defense gives you.
Right. Okay. Is there an analogy, a comparison to boxing the same way?
Oh, absolutely.
Yes.
Sure. Yeah. And that's, again, getting back to the first round. What you learn in the first round, you see what the guy's giving you.
Right.
How many times have we sat here and watched the fight, and at the end of the first round, I'll tell you now, if he's got a good corner, they're going to be telling him to throw uppercuts. They're going to be telling him to hook behind the jab, whatever the case, whatever he's being given. We saw it in the Papa fight. Papa against McQueen. It was obvious McQueen was giving him the uppercut. And I think that the analogy is very good. Whatever defense they're in, there's no such thing as a perfect defense.
Round 3 of the scheduled 10-rounder. Jeff Chandler in the, I think they said blue, but it's extremely dark.
It's sort of a navy blue, I
right. And Justo Garcia in the sort of maroon trunks.
Yeah, and now he's starting to fight like a Mexican.
Right. Good flurry there, and Chandler backing up here in round number 3.
Geez, now Chandler's not using his, well, he's trying to counter, obviously. But if he wanted to hold him off, he should be popping that jab out. That's the one thing he has. Can discourage swarming tactics.
Well, that was a good counter right that time, but fortunately Garcia ducked away from him. They hear the corner behind us saying, "Get off, Jeff, get off."
Geez, he threw a right hand there that was a little short, Huey, but it was obviously the message from Garcia that we've been
I thought you were going to spare me that.
Can't wait all night for him to get it off.
Little pump motion that time by Jeff Chandler. Extremely busy round 3. We talked about Chandler possibly getting into world class, and inadvertently said he was not ranked in the NABF, but he is Jack number 5 by the North American Boxing Federation.
But that's not what you'd call world class.
No.
Chandler's doing the same thing, and he's got it.
Jab uppercut.
He throws a jab, he's got right an uppercut to the body, and if he does that a couple more times, well, he changed it now.
He did and scored, Jack, with that straight right and tried to come again. Go it. Ooh, solid uppercut. Garcia going southpaw on us.
Garcia looks like he's I'm trying to figure out if he was a southpaw originally, he got turned around. He looks pretty natural in that position.
Yeah.
And Chandler doesn't realize that the way you fight a southpaw is with left hooks, active jab and left hooks. And many fighters make the mistake of buying that old amateur axiom that you fight a southpaw with right hands. When you do that, you're walking into his power.
Certainly an active round, and maybe because that Chandler got off those good right pops, Jack, that he decided to go to the southpaw stance.
Could be. It's very difficult to eavesdrop on the Belfiore brothers. What they have to say, they say in a low conversational tone.
Let's take a look at action from round 3.
Yep. He
That looked
parried
like the Kid Gavilan variety.
Yeah, Garcia parried the jab, and instead of getting discouraged,